Grand rising, good day, and good night. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to Aloha Mikarag's channel. Welcome to 144 from the stars. Tara. Let's go ahead and give Odin a treat. You can find the name of God that we chose for this message in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 23, verse 23, 2323. All right, and it translates into roughly for English, God who is near. All right. The totem for this message is a duck. Got some word. I'm going to read Psalms 2. It's 12 verses. 212. Another palindrome, guys. 2323 as well. All right. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against Yahuwah and against his Mashiach, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sits in the heavens shall laugh. Adonai shall have them in derision. Then will he speak to them in his wrath and vex them in his sore displeasure. Yet have I set my king upon my holy hill of Sion. I will declare the decree. Yahuwah has said to me, you are my son. This day have I begotten you. Ask of me, and I shall give you the heathen for your inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for your possession. You shall break them with a rod of iron. You shall dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings. Be instructed, ye judges of the earth. Serve Yahuwah with fear, and rejoice with trembling. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and ye perish from the way. When his wrath is kindled but a little, blessed are all they that put their trust in him. God who is near. God is with you. God is with you with what you are going through. Okay? There is someone in the collective who may be feeling overwhelmed. There may be a lot of chaotic energy, and there may be a lot of hateful energy, a lot of malice, and it may be coming in all directions, in all places, in all ways. I can't stand the feeling that I'm picking up on, but it's the feeling of being overwhelmed. Overwhelmed with spiritual attack, overwhelmed with responsibilities, overwhelmed with burdens. Someone may feel like they are doing this alone. I'm seeing something in the candle off camera, and earlier today, when I sat and recorded, I saw a moth that was covering the flame to protect it. But now, I'm seeing a person sitting with their knees up to their chests and their arms around their knees. And there's a question mark above their head. I also, behind them, and I don't think they see this, there's just a hand holding a boomerang. Now in front of the person that is sitting like this, their knees up to their chest and their head, their chin kind of tucked and their head low, there is a wall of ice that has formed a V around them. Almost like as if they have had icy cold winds, like a blizzard, an ice storm. But the storm has also formed a solid wall. Someone may be working with ice dragons, or you may resonate with weather-related dragons. A white dragon, a blue dragon, a snow dragon, an ice dragon. I'm really getting like snow and ice, like a storm dragon maybe. So there are primordial energies that are working with you. I do feel like you are about to activate, which, sometimes activations are great. Sometimes you activate at one of your lowest points. Sometimes you activate out of necessity. I have activated in a lot of near-death experiences. I have activated out of pain. I have activated out of fear. I've activated out of a lot of things. Sometimes, you activate and it's kind of pleasant in a way, the way it happens and goes about. Other ways, it's the break. It's the breaking point. And something unleashes within you. Okay. Well, I feel like someone is you're under a lot of spiritual attack. And whatever is attacking you, because it's a lot of different things all at once. So part of the intent is to push you over the edge. Someone may be doing like a freezer spell on you. They're trying to like slow you down, slow your progress down. They've noticed that you have accomplished something recently. They notice that you have healed or that you have gained or grown or learned. You've ascended and you've healed. And it's almost like as if whatever has observed this has retaliated to punish you for doing that. Now, fortunately, while you are bearing this storm, you have a wall of ice that is beginning to form around you. And I do sense elemental dragon energy with you as well. But there's this one thing that you don't see. While you have this question mark above your head, Spirit has a boomerang. So something is going to circle back and whack someone right in the face. They wanted this energy. I feel like it's multiple people working together. Might be a network of individuals that are working against you. But whoever your opposition is, whoever the enemy is, they wanted this to break you. They wanted this to push you so far that you just went off the deep end. You went over the edge. They may have been attacking all of you, but particularly I'm picking up sacral energy. And they may have been trying to pull on your sacral energy. They may have even been trying to pull you out of your body. A synchronicity that parts of these messages may be for you as if you have been feeling out of alignment, or you've been feeling off. You've been feeling fuzzy. You've been feeling a little dazed, a little out of it, disoriented, dizzy maybe. Maybe you've been feeling a little like out of it, out of your body, or a little like dissociated, depersonalized, derealized, a little out of touch than normal, not grounded. There are ascension symptoms that can kind of run parallels to these in ways, but this is different. This is an attack. Someone is pulling on your energy and trying to pull, they don't want you in your body in a way. It's kind of what I'm getting. It's like they're trying to put you somewhere else. If you've been feeling like an absence of warmth or love or support, I'm literally getting someone that's done some kind of freezer spell on you. Like they've done something to slow you down, to isolate you, to make you go cold. They want you to go cold. They want you to go bitter. They want you to be hollow and empty. This may lead to a lot of feelings of isolation, and it may be very overwhelming. And it could be very easy for you to slip into some older ways that you have worked very hard to overcome. I do not want to see that happen. I know you are strong. It's very frustrating how strong you've had to be, but you will overcome this. This will not last forever. Now, inside this ice wall, I see a fire, but this fire is inside of you. You're going to thaw out this energy. It may have slowed you down for a day or two. It may have made you feel cold, desolated, and ruined for a day, for a moment, for an hour. It may have came at you all at once. It may have had you questioning things. But the people that are sending this energy to you don't realize that this is only but for a moment for you. This isn't something you can't handle. It sucks. It hurts. It pushes you to your fucking limit. But you can handle this. You've been through worse. Which sucks that that's even true, but you have. And there will be hell to pay for the people that sent this to you. It'll be a very cold day in hell. There is a very deep part of hell that is cold. Very cold. You're about to rise out and up like a phoenix from the ice. There is alchemy occurring here, and there is an activation. And you may be someone that is very powerful in the astral in particular. You may have other gifts and abilities. You may not always have the time or energy to use them. But this fire within you is growing. You have spirits that are working with you. What they are doing is instead of handling the problem entirely for you, they are ensuring that what you already have the potential within you is unleashed and unlocked. They are using this moment that the enemy has caused upon you to be the moment that you rise into a new power that you find within yourself. It's going to be a cold day in hell when this boomerang is released from the hands of spirit. It's like a wind up of energy, like something is building up. And there's something activating and awakening and stirring within you, like a whirlwind, a storm. You are going to become the storm. They sent the storm to you. You're going to become the eye of it and embody the storm itself. You're going to, oh my gosh, this is a very powerful awakening that is happening. We've got 4 swords. You're going to be able to put this to rest, and you will be put to ease. I had mentioned earlier that your enemy has observed the healing and ascension within you. You may have recently noticed, and I know that there may be a Mercury retrograde going on right now, and that sometimes can bring up past energies, but there is something about this that is different. And I want you to have the discernment of what is you and what is an attack. What is energy coming up because you're healing, and what is something that's being sent to you because they know you are healing that wound. And I'm going to share a brief testimony real quick just to give y'all context of what I am talking about. Some of you that have been on my channel, you may have known that not too long ago, I shared that I was healing a wound of being molested and trafficked. And, fortunately, me sharing my truth benefited some people. But it also gave some other people that watch my channel just out of hate a bright idea to try to attack me. Now, I had already mentioned that there were people that used that as an opportunity to try to attack me while I was vulnerable. But there was someone in particular that did something different than the others. They sent a spirit to me. And had I not had the discernment, that spirit could have easily convinced me that certain things were me, that this is what I was, who I was, and how I felt, and what I deserved. And it could have been easy for me to think that the thoughts, the images, and the feelings and the sensations that were going on in my experience, the dreams I was having, the feelings that were going on, the thoughts that were coming up in my head, the bodily symptoms, the images, the visions, all of it is very graphic, disgusting. It made me feel gross. It very easily could have been convincing that that was energy that was coming up because I was healing and there was nothing else going on there. But that wasn't the case. It just was only able to affect in a slight way. And fortunately, I had the discernment to quickly pick out what was going on, who did it, why they did it, and where it came from and how they did it. Now, I'm not going to reveal everything. Okay. But I want you guys to understand that not everything you are feeling and experiencing is necessarily a part of your healing. There are entities, energies, and spirits that will attack you and will flip things and twist things back onto you. Now, the person that did that to me wanted me to basically push me to either A, repeat those patterns of abuse that I went through onto those around me, B, push me to self-unaliving, and C, wanted to attack my self-worth, my identity, and have me believe that I was disgusting and make me feel uncomfortable in my skin. And it was also, while doing all that, pulling or trying to pull on my sacral energy so we could have my abundance and my energy. Now, there were more intentions with this, but I'm not going to reveal everything I know about this enemy because I'm not done with this enemy. However, collective, I am sharing that testimony because I do feel like this is relevant to someone in this message. You are going through a powerful activation right now, and there are things that are trying to attack you and bring you down and gain control. And I recognize this tactic. I recognize this pattern of energy because I myself have gone through it quite a few times in different ways by different places and people. And even recently had another occurrence of something very similar to this. Fortunately, I had the discernment to pick up on it quite quickly and realize what was going on and then identify with the attacks and, already did something in advance, but, I'm not done with that person. They're going to get the rest of what they deserve. So cross watcher, if you're watching, it's going to be a cold day in hell for you. So anyways, collective. I know that it seems unfair what you are going through, but this will be a moment for you. Cold winds might literally be a synchronicity for someone. It might have been very cold in your house or cold outside. There just may be something about the energy of cold, okay? I don't think certain things you have gone through recently are coincidences at all. And real practitioners will know that when you send magic or energy out, it can manifest in the intended target's life in all kinds of ways. Even ways that seem like freak accidents or just life happening, but nah, that was an energy playing out. So if something about your home has been damaged, like a cracked window, something on a door, something about the heat in your car, or something that would, this might be an additional synchronicity for you. If something of yours got damaged and this affected your ability to be warm, I'm literally thinking there's something about cold. This person is very cold-hearted, okay? And they're trying to exchange an energy with you so that way you decay, you feel isolated, you don't move forward, you stop in your tracks. They want to slow you down and stop you. They want to push you to a breaking point where you snap, where you get lost, or they don't really care. There's all kinds of possibilities they've been imagining. They got a plan A, they got a plan B, they got a plan C, but the root of it is hate and malice. Now, fortunately, what you have recently gone through is only going to last for, a very quick moment of time. No point in measuring it, but it won't last long. And there is something that's going to come out of it. And you are going to integrate with some of your dragon friends, some of your primordial friends and energies. And there is something elementally charged about the alchemy that is occurring within you. So don't get in your head. Okay? And do not identify with the energies that are being sent towards you. This is not your worth, and this is not what you deserve. Fortunately, whoever this message is for, I don't think that you're going through quite the same thing that I gave testimony for, in the sense that that's what's being attacked and this is the way the attack is manifesting. The energy I'm picking up on in the collective is a bit different, but I still wanted to share my recent testimony because it's relevant to the collective energy I'm sensing for someone out there. But it's okay, because we're going to give them hell, because we've been through it and we overcame it, but they can't handle it. They're trying to avoid judgment. They're trying to displace the energy onto you and take the energy from you. So if you have noticed that something about your body or your appearance has declined, like overnight, that would also be a synchronicity. You started breaking out, or your skin started discoloring, or I don't know, hair, nails, teeth, whatever it may be, your eyes. These are all indicators that something may be shifting or different about your body. I am not a medical professional, and none of this is backed by science, and I can't prove it. And this is all allegedly and for entertainment purposes. Just a legal disclaimer. Yeah, censorship's still really fucking annoying. But this is a spiritual thing that is occurring, what I'm sensing in the collective. And you can not only reverse it, but you can use it to your advantage. So, one thing that I do, and I won't share too much, I'll just share a template that you can use. When someone spiritually attacks me, I first identify, one, that I'm being attacked in the first place. And then I intuitively sense out What exactly was this attack? What did they do? What were their intentions? How did they go about doing it? How did they do this? And even if I don't get all the answers to all those questions, I at least ask enough questions to where I get enough information to understand what would be the appropriate counter. And then I hit them right the fuck back with all that energy they intended for me. And I won't explain how I do that. That's none of anyone's business. And you don't need to explain how you do it, collective, if that's something you wish to do. Some of you just need to pray. But this is a spiritual channel and it's for the 144. So it's not always going to resonate with everyone. But I know that this collective is quite powerful. It does have gifts and abilities. And I am telling you, there's a reason why I saw a hand holding a boomerang. Okay? And there's almost like a timing to it. It's almost like Spirit is kind of waiting for you to activate. And then when you stand up and rise with your dragon, Spirit's going to charge in the battle with you. 13 may be a synchronicity for someone. Okay? 94 or 95 may also be a synchronicity for someone. You may be 45, okay, or 49, 54. Okay, something about 40s and 50s. I'm also getting 20s. Okay? All right. I'm going to pick up these cards real quick. We got this Judgment, the Strength, the Emperor. I saw that King of Cups too. There's something about, you're going to learn something about how to handle this energy. And there's a balance to everything. And those that have different spiritual practices or beliefs, and they may even be different than mine, but not as different as some may believe. Things like Wicca or pagan or whatever it may be, then you will know what I'm talking about. There's a balance to nature. There's a balance to the energy. And that is why I gave you that little template of, if you can discern what were their intentions, what did they want to happen to you? That's a big one. What did they want to happen to you? How did they want it to feel? How did they want it to manifest? How did they want it to affect you and take from you? What did they want you to lose? What did they want you to gain? What did they want to gain? What did they want to gain out of it? What did they want to get? Oh, okay, fine. That's how they want to play? And then handle it accordingly. This is also how you get stronger in spiritual warfare. So to the little hateful, bitter bitch that sent a demonic energy of fornication to me, knowing I've been SA'd several times throughout my life in traffic, I want you to know, bitch, you're not going to get what comes to you off of you. And I'm not even going to say what is coming to you or how it's going to get there or what it is. I just want you to know, I know more than I'm saying right now about you and what you did and what's coming for you. It's something that you aren't even going to be able to imagine. So fuck you, bitch. Now for the collective, hit them hard. Get up and hit them hard. This is a experience where we learn to master energy. And the enemy wants to push you over the edge. Okay. All right. They did push you to the edge. But they didn't push you over. They brought you just close enough for you to realize your power. There is something very interesting that is working with you. It is like an elemental, snowy, icy energy, and I want y'all to connect with it. They want to do some kind of weird, icy, freezer kind of work on you, collective. Okay. You've got this fire within you that's growing. You've got a wall of ice around you. Now they want this ice to be something different. They wanted all this to manifest different. And what you're going through, collective, is a little different than the testimony I share, because mine has nothing to do with freezers or ice or cold or being overwhelmed with chaos and towers and things being damaged and broken. But there was still something that you could learn from it. And others, I don't know. Maybe there's different parts of this message that resonate. Either way, don't let them push you back to undo all that progress you've made and realize you're strong enough to handle this, and that what you're experiencing right now is only for a day or two. And it really won't last long, especially not for you. And it's not even doing what they wanted it to do. Okay? So it's going to come back to them way more than times two. This boomerang. Okay? 31 energy, 33 energy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 23, 23, 2, 2, 2, 8. I think it's time your enemies meet their fate. They've sealed it, and even if the cross watcher is hearing this, it's too late. Okay? Okay, collective. Stay strong. I know you got this. You can handle it. Don't go back to your old ways. Don't slip up. Don't fall. Don't get pushed over the edge. Don't get bullied out of your spot. You came way too far. You came way too far. I know you're a star. So we're going to hit them heavy and hard. A whole lot more than a speeding car. Okay? All right. We're going to go ahead and leave this reading here. If you like the way that I read, please be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you. I will see you on the next collective message.